Much sadder, relatives and ex-teammates and coaches remembered Cullen Finnerty during a funeral Tuesday for the former Grand Valley State star quarterback. His body was discovered in the woods in western Michigan last month. And on the other end of our line right now is Peter Wellner from MLive Sports. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Mike.
Do we know what happened to Cullen Finnerty?
No, that's one of the interesting things about it, Michael, is that no one knows. It remains a mystery. He was, as you said, he was found after taking a fishing trip near Baldwin, and he was found like 2 days later, and autopsy result was inconclusive. They're still waiting on the toxicology report, but the autopsy report showed a slightly enlarged heart, but that's about it, and that's not uncommon for athletes. So for now, they don't know.
It was 65 miles north of Grand Rapids. They had the search, including former teammates, coaches, and players from Grand Valley. Was there any talk that maybe, I thought I heard something to do with possible head trauma from his days as a football player?
Well, you know, that's always possible when you're talking about an ex-football player. But it's hard to say. I mean, he was a quarterback who, as one of his teammates said, he ran like a linebacker. He was physical, but I asked a couple of ex-players about that, and they actually took offense to it and said, no, he was no different than anybody else. That also is speculation right now. It's hard to say.
Only 30 years old, and played briefly, I guess, for the Broncos and the Ravens after really the most successful college quarterback ever in NCAA history at Grand Valley State, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. It was when he retired, or when he finished his college career, he had the winningest record of any NCAA quarterback, any level. He was 51-4, led Grand Valley to 3 national titles, and really put Grand Valley football on the map in Division II. You know, that was Brian Kelly's team, and he had spent about 10 years trying to build it. And by the time it got to Cullen Finnerty, he's the one who led them to 3 championships.
It was on a holiday weekend at a cottage in Weber Township in Lake County there. It was May 26th. He was fishing a little bit separately from the other relatives, and really nobody knows anything beyond that.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, you know, he had made a phone call to his wife saying that he was uncomfortable, and, you know, there's various reports depending on who you're talking to. His wife said that he was feeling nervous and didn't feel comfortable. You know, what that means, you know, no one has really said or been available to say.
Nervous and uncomfortable.
Yeah. What does uncomfortable mean? That's hard to say. But at that point, the connection was lost, and the search began. And that was over Memorial Day weekend, and he was found Tuesday morning.
There were a Grand Valley State helmet and jersey were laid on his coffin, as I understand it, and a very obviously terribly, terribly sad situation and shocking to some degree. And we appreciate you, well, we can't say shedding any light because we really don't know. What happens next?
Well, you know, Michael, the toxicology report may shed some light on it. Don't know. You know, it's hard to say what that's going to present. At least, you know, there is something out there that still might be able to afford some more information. In the meantime, everyone's just speculating, guessing, and you know, it's just an unfortunate case.
Doesn't stop the mourning, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Peter Wellner, with MLive this morning at 10 minutes before the hour. It's Michael Patrick Shiels, radio stations across the state of Michigan.